Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on the new album, Dark Believer, on Raw Records.
Thank
Um,
you.
August 15th release, and we'll go into that in a little while. The band's from Netherlands, and you've been around a while. Um, Great music.
Yeah,
Reading
thanks.
reviews all the way from the beginning days of Martyr until,
Yeah.
and we'll go down a little bit of that history in the band and stuff like that. But first, tell me a little bit about your trip to China.
Yeah, that was it was amazing.
Uh-huh.
At first, yeah, we didn't. We wanted to go to Canada, to be honest, at first, but then you have to book way up front to get if you want to go with a camper and to the
Right.
RV camping places. It's already totally full and booked, so we were too late for that. So we looked around for something else.
Uh-huh.
And we had China already on our agenda, but that was like 2018, 2019. Then you had to, of course, COVID. And so we put that away. But now I was looking online and I saw Shanghai and said, oh, well, that's interesting. Maybe have a look at that one. And then we found a sort of a trip
Right.
through China, like Guangzhou, Guilin, Yangshuo, Xi'an, Beijing, Shanghai. I
Uh-huh.
said, well, let's do that. Let's make a round trip.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's such a big country, so you have to take bullet trains and national domestic airports, to fly
Right.
to the other city because these are quite large distances
Yeah.
sometimes. So amazing, amazing, beautiful nature, great people. I love the food,
Yeah.
Asian food and Chinese food, delicious.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was very hot,
Right.
like 35 degrees Celsius,
Right.
something
Uh-huh.
every day. And I liked it. It was marvelous. Yeah, it
Cool.
was a
Cool.
great trip.
I can imagine the food. The food.
Yeah.
Just I was looking at your pictures and stuff like that. I said, "Oh man, I'd love to try that." And,
Yeah,
like
yeah. And the Chinese food is so completely different in China than it is in Europe because here it is adjusted to our taste.
right.
In China, you have the original food, that's
Right.
way better. So
Uh-huh.
that's, yeah, and very cheap.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Extremely cheap. The
Uh,
food, the most expensive dinner I had for two persons, including drinks, was like $20 or something.
wow. Yeah,
That
that's
was the
really
most expensive one. The cheapest one was like not even $2 for two
wow.
people and a drink.
Wow. That's nice, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the benefit, right?
Yeah. In America over here, like a hamburger's $15, you
Yeah, I
know?
know. Yeah, yeah. I've been to America also a couple of times. That's for us also quite expensive. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
also great, also beautiful, I think, to visit. Also nice people, extremely beautiful nature, big cities. That's what I like, that you can combine the
Right.
big city and the next day you're in the most beautiful nature. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that contrast within the trip. That's
Right.
what I
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in New Jersey, right next to New York. New York's right next to me,
Yeah.
and just to get over to New York is like $50, because you got to take the train or like over the bridge,
Yeah.
and just the park there is ridiculous. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I can
it's
imagine. Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. So let's
Yeah.
get into a little bit of Martyr's, repertoire history. Let's start off with For the Universe, which came out 1985. 75% of the reviews I read are positive.
Yeah.
So tell me, that's the beginning stage. I know you think you had some demos or some singles out before that,
Yeah,
but let's go
correct.
right to the album. How'd that work out in the very beginning?
Yeah, to be honest, For the Universe was a demo.
Right,
But in back in the beginning, we did a lot of demo tape trading and selling our demos all
right,
over the world and at our shows. And we sold them through a record shop in Amsterdam,
right,
Buddhist it was called. And they kept ordering more and more demo cassettes because they distributed it all over the world. And suddenly they realized, this demo from that band Martyr from Utrecht is doing very well. Why not sign these guys
right,
and release that demo
right.
on vinyl,
Uh-huh.
on vinyl? So that's what they did. So they offered us a contract to release in fact, the For the Universe demo on vinyl. So that was our first deal and the first EP for the Universe. Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool. You know, let's go to the next album, Darkness at Time's Edge, which
yeah.
came out in 1986, which got a 90% positive rating on that album. So I guess you guys stepped up a little bit and learned things.
Yeah, of course, we developed a little bit more.
Right,
So, when we started, we were very young. We did the demos for the universe. It was a small production.
right,
For Darkness at Times Edge, we went into a professional studio. We did some new songs, wrote some new songs. We developed as musicians. So the songs are maybe a little bit more professional. The sound is a bit more professional. So
right.
I think that's the case for Darkness at Times Edge.
Cool, cool. Next is Circle of Eight, which was a mediocre release. It only got a 56% positive rating.
Yeah.
Was there any changes in the band or anything like that?
I think so. We split in 1988.
Uh-huh.
We came back in 2005 to do
Right,
reunion shows mainly
right,
because we were asked a lot by German metal fans, Dutch metal fans to come back together and do the old stuff live.
right,
We re-released the albums for the Universe, Darkness, Times Edge also in those days. And another company, which was Rusty Cage Records, also wanted to re-release them. But then we said, yeah, we already did it. But they kept on asking, so we did it again. We called it Fear. So it's
right,
a re-release of For the Universe and five new songs.
right.
And then we recorded a new album, but they quit
Uh,
Rusty Cage.
right,
So we already were in the studio for Circle of Eight. And then we got interest again from Metal Blade Records. And I
right,
think Circle of Eight is a little bit different than the old school stuff because it's darker, I think. It's not that old school as the previous albums were.
right,
And I think that most of our fans maybe expected a little bit more towards the early 80s style,
right,
which Circle of Eight isn't. So I think that's the reason why it has a little less positive score maybe. But yeah, it's like, what is it? Maybe 25 years further.
right.
So
Yeah,
yeah, you change,
yeah,
We have changed a bit. We were older. We
right,
had different in between that we quit with Martin in 88 and the reunion shows. We played different bands, different styles of music sometimes. We
right.
got back together again and those influences. Maybe you can hear a little bit in Circle of Eight. But we did the re-recording of Speed of Samurai, which is one of our biggest hits on Circle of Eight. So that's back to the old school
Oh,
tradition, at
cool,
least.
cool.
Yeah.
The next album came out in 2011, You Are Next, which you bounced back with a 90% rating of
You were next.
positive.
Yeah, was received very well indeed. Yeah. So that it has good production. It has a very good-looking sleeve, if I can be
Right,
honest.
right,
Very colorful, and it was received very well. And I think it's more back to where we came from.
right,
So yeah, maybe that's why also. And it had a very good response. Yeah, we
right,
did a lot of live shows after that release as well. So it was picked up again also by our old fans, I think. Yeah,
right. Yeah. The next album is 2022, Planet Metalhead,
yeah,
which 85% positive reviews.
yeah.
You
But
know,
I think when I look at Planet Metalhead and I look at you next, my own opinion is that it went sky high. Planet Metalhead. We received so many excellent reviews, even Album of the Year nominations and stuff. It was on a small label. It was on the PT78 label, which was a label from a former friend, and a small label. But we did like license deals all over the world. So license deal in the USA, in China, in Japan, in
right,
South America, and Europe, of course. So we did that so it was easier for the fans to get hold of the album.
right,
Uh, and I think that paid off as well. It did very well. After You Were Next, we did a lot of shows, a lot of touring. So that was an extremely successful album for us. I mean, Planet Metalhead, of course. Yeah.
right. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Now let's get to the new album, Dark Believer. I mean, it's not even out yet, and you got a 90% positive rating already.
Yeah,
So
I
it could
think
be
it's
100%.
yeah,
You
I
know,
think it's because of the three singles that we already released to warm up our fans for the new stuff.
right?
They did extremely well, and we are on a bigger label now on the RPM,
Mhm.
Phoenix Music and Rock of Angels Records, and yeah, you can tell that in everything. It has better promotion, more reviews, more interviews, more
Uh,
press, more promo, and yeah, and the songs are yeah maybe yeah, how do you say it? Developed from Planet Metalhead,
right,
but in my opinion, progressed even more and better, if you know
right,
what I mean. So I think Planet Metalhead was already a big success for us, at least. I think Dark Believer will do the same or better.
right. I think better. You know,
Yeah, I hope
I
better.
think. I mean, I've been listening to it, so I mean, it's so diverse in music, and if you put them headphones on and put it up high,
Yeah.
you really get a great sense and great production. You know,
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, the production is done by Jori Hogeveen. I like to mention him because he did just a good job at Pitch Note, and the drums are recorded in Voodoo Sound Studios. Then we got the drums here in my own home studio. We all have our home studios, recorded the instruments and the vocals, brought it to Jori at Pitch Note, and he made a perfect production for it. So yeah, we're very grateful that
right.
it worked out the way that we wanted it to be. So yeah.
Cool, cool. I noticed listening to the album, I didn't hear any ballads. You know, it's
No, no ballads this time.
straightforward rock and roll. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, on the previous album, Planet Metalhead, we had a ballad at the
uh-huh.
latest song of the album, but also the No Time for Goodbyes, a sort of power ballad.
Right,
This time we do have an epic song,
right.
Cemetery Symphony, which has some acoustic elements in it, but it's no
Uh-huh.
ballad. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like a Queensryche type of
Right.
song. Yeah, so no ballads this time, no.
I
We were
mean,
pure rock and roll this time, Brian. So yeah.
definitely like listening to the album, like you mentioned Queensryche. I was going to mention Queensryche, but I mean, I get the like Dark Believer, the title tracks very heavy, almost into the thrash metal scene. Um,
Yeah,
I liked it because I like thrash metal.
me
You know,
too.
I'm not really a black metal or
No,
that
me
type
neither.
stuff. I like thrash because
Yeah, yeah,
and some of these bands that I'm listening to familiar on some of the songs, like, well, first let's go to Cemetery Symphony. Was that a choir on there?
yeah.
Was it? Yeah,
It's a choir, yeah, but it's
I liked
all
it.
different layers
Uh-huh.
by Rop. So he sang in the choir himself by recording layer for layer.
Right. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it intends to be the thought,
all right,
the outcome needed to be a choir, that it sounded like a choir. Yeah,
right. Yeah, cool, cool. So now I listened to the album.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Insidious. Remind me of a King Diamond type song, and I enjoy that too. Because I
Okay.
love King Diamond. So like going back and
Me
forth,
too.
yeah, like going back and forth. I mean, a lot of stuff sounds like Queensryche and stuff like that. And when you get to Venom's Scent, I got a little bit of Testament in that song. So
Yeah. All
you
the
got
bands that you mentioned are among my favorites. So
right,
yeah, and also Rob, the singer.
right,
But you know what makes it also diverse is what you mentioned already. The influences come from these bands, also Judas Priest, for
right.
example.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we are so lucky with Rob because he can sing it all.
Right,
He
yeah,
can sing like Geoff Tate, but he can also do the high screams like, for example, King Diamond. But
right,
he can also has a thrashy
right.
kind of voice. You
I
know what I
noticed
mean?
that. Yeah,
So, yeah. So that makes it, I think, so diverse also.
right. Yeah. I think there's 9 tracks on the album.
Yeah.
Um, was there any songs you wanted on the album but really didn't make the cut?
No,
No,
no.
everything went.
Yeah, everything went on the album. We didn't write more songs than these. We had lots more ideas, of course,
Right.
but they are somewhere on a shelf, maybe for later, but they were not full songs. So, yeah, we write in fragments.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Rob has ideas in his
Right.
head, vocal lines, and Rob is also a good guitar player. So I like this chord under that vocal line, and I like that riff, and oh, I also have a good riff, so does it fit? No, it doesn't. Okay, we keep it on the shelf and
Right.
we make something else. And then we bring it to the band, and Justin, the other guitar player, has some ideas. We put it in. Does it fit? Yes, no. And
Uh-huh.
every time we hand over the composition, we got feedback back, rearrange it, recompose it, take it to the band, get feedback until we're totally satisfied. And the whole song is like one. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a whole.
Cool.
So that's how we work. Then
Right.
we go into the studio for the drums, and we got back to drums.
Mhm.
Sometimes because of the drummer, it gives new inspiration. So
Right.
things might change again
Uh-huh. Oh.
until we're totally satisfied, not 100%. We always say we need to be satisfied 200%
Mhm.
before we finish everything. So and after it's finished, then it goes to Yuri at the Pitch Note Studios, and he puts it all together and makes the right sounds with it and production wise and mixing and mastering, etc. Yeah.
Cool.
So it
So,
takes a lot of work.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. So how'd you hook up with Rock of Angels Records?
Yeah, that's a good question. There was a guy in Switzerland, and we were supposed to do a big festival there.
Right.
And he also had a record label. And what we wanted to do is re-release our previous albums, our catalog,
Right.
again. So he was interested. But when we left our current label, he said, I think I have a better idea for you guys. One of my friends is Lambros and Aki from Rock of Angel Records. I'll get in touch with him and see if he's interested.
Mhm.
So they came to us and said, yeah, we are very interested in one, re-releasing all your stuff and
Uh-huh.
starting with Planet Metalhead because it was already sold out on vinyl. So
Right.
we said, let's do that one first so people can still get it.
Right.
But they said, we also want to re-release or release your forthcoming albums.
Right.
Okay, but we don't have anything written yet. It doesn't matter. We have
Uh-huh.
nothing on paper. It doesn't matter. We have not written one note.
Right.
Doesn't matter. We want to sign you.
Cool. That's
Okay.
good. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds
So
good.
it was because of a Switzerland guy and his festival and yeah, he was friends with them,
Uh-huh.
and he brought us in contact. So yeah, I'm still thankful for that moment because yeah, it's a very good label for us.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So what do you submit the album to them and they give you some feedback or how's that work?
Yeah, because they already signed us and we hadn't written one single note.
Right.
Um, when we started writing and recording and we had some demo material, I thought let's send them at least something so they know
Right. Yeah.
who they signed. And what did yeah, what comes out of it. So I sent out first one song. Yeah, this is sort of an idea, and we are going to record it. And wow, they were very pleased with it. And
Wow.
when I wrote, or we as a band wrote a Cemetery Symphony, I sent it also to them. Listen to this one.
Uh-huh.
They were really amazed by Cemetery Symphony.
I bet
Wow,
you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So they were really pleased with the material, and when it was finished and sent to them completely for pressing the album, etc. At the plant, they were yeah, very happy and pleased with the outcome. So yeah,
Cool.
that was good to hear. Yeah.
Wow. They probably can't wait for the next one, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how long that will take. Let's
Uh,
first release this one, and we still
yeah.
have 2 weeks to go before it will be out. Or what is it? 1 week? No, 1.5 week. 1.5 week. Yeah.
So what about any shows? You got any shows coming up?
Yeah. Yeah, we just did a few big shows. We did a big festival in the Netherlands, Into the Grave Festival, and we did a support slot for Dragon Force just a few weeks ago. But after the release, there will be first release party show, a
Uh,
release show at the Heavy Metal Maniacs Festival in the club in near Amsterdam. So that will be our release party. After that, we have some festivals. We have Norway, and we will return to Japan in November to do
right.
some shows. So yeah, there are shows coming up
Uh,
and some already booked. So yeah, we will do shows and tour to promote this album. Yeah.
well, cool. Nothing about the United States, right?
No, there were a few times that we were asked to come over, but it's very difficult
Right.
to come over to the United States with visa and permits and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Very expensive also, and we're not really well known in the States.
Right.
And we're not a big band or something like that. So that's very difficult. We would love to come over, but yeah, it needs to fit in every way. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they changed all the rules and stuff. I mean, I can't get on a plane now unless I get a whole new ID. You know,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I I can't go fly somewhere even to visit family
No?
until I go to get a new ID. Your regular
Oh,
license don't work no more.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
not
so
good,
like
huh?
it's a pain in the ass. You
Yeah, it's
know,
pain. Yes, it makes it more difficult, especially for smaller bands
right.
to come over and do a few shows. Yeah, when you're a big band, you can always probably arrange it
Right.
because
Yeah.
the payment will be enough, But for smaller bands, it's really hard. Yeah,
Yeah. Cool,
yeah.
cool, cool. So you guys have any merchandise you like to talk about where people could pick it up?
Yeah, we have a Bandcamp, of course. So that's
Uh,
martyronline.bandcamp.com. We have the new album on Bandcamp as well. There will be some new t-shirts. We are designing them as we speak. And yeah, there is also still some old stuff on the in the shop as well. So,
cool,
or
cool.
people can also write us, of course, at the email address info@martyronline.nl, or do me a message or messenger or whatever. Then we will
Right.
figure it out and make a nice price and those kind of things. Yeah,
Cool, cool. On the new
easy
on the new album, what's your favorite song to play?
to play. So far, I only rehearsed 3 songs for the release party, but I'm up to rehearsing Cemetery Symphony, but that will be a difficult one.
Right,
We set the bar high this time, so
right,
when we wrote it, recorded it, and stuff, and you go on and on and on, and I listen to the songs now, I think, wow, what the fuck did I play here? Shit, I need to figure it out myself again,
right. Yeah,
and it's not easy. So it's a challenge, but I like challenges, so that's really cool. And we don't want to be lazy or do it
right,
the easy way. You need to challenge yourself, I think,
right.
when you write new stuff. So I think one of my favorites to play is Wrath of the Fallen
Uh-huh.
because
Cool.
it's speedy, trashy, heavy. I just practiced Legions of the Cross, which was
Right,
wow, difficult because there happens a lot
right. Uh-huh.
guitar-wise.
Yeah,
So every time I need to think because you need to get it in your how do you call it, muscle memory.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So play it, play it, play it, play it, then
yeah,
it goes automatically.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
not there yet, so I
Uh-huh.
need to practice this month
Uh-huh.
before the release party very hard to get it, you know,
Yeah,
automatically.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. But my favorite to play is, I think, so far, Wrath of the Fallen.
Cool, cool. Great song. Tell me a little bit about each member of the band.
Well, I'm the founder of the band.
Uh-huh.
But when we recorded our first demo, Rop van Haren, our singer, was already there.
Right,
So you can call him an OG, as
right.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
So Rob van Haren on vocals. He lives also nearby Utrecht, where the band yeah, is originated. We come
Right,
from the middle of the Netherlands, from
right,
Utrecht. Then we have on drums, we have Ed van Wijngaarden.
Mm.
He replaced Elwin Molenaar, that is the drummer on the album, but
Right.
Ed van Haren is a live drummer, so he
Uh-huh.
will do all our live shows
Right.
with us. And he is very heavy metal drummer. He can play extremely quickly double bass drums and stuff. So he plays the album extremely well.
Cool.
On bass, we have Vinnie Wassink. Vinnie Wassink is already with the band for 8 years.
Uh-huh.
He stepped in right after the release of UNX, so 2017, he stepped in. And on the other guitar player, so we have two guitar players, is Justin Schut, and he is a member now since 2 years, something
Mhm.
like that. So
Right.
yeah, so we had some lineup changes, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe. But on
Right.
the other hand, sometimes it gives also new ideas, refreshment in the band. Justin is an excellent skilled shredder. He
Right.
can play excellent solo guitar. Ed is an excellent drummer, especially also on the live setting. So I think the lineup that we have now, I'm very pleased with it. So it kicks ass.
Cool. 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 So tell me some of your favorite guitarists.
My all-time favorite guitar player is Randy Rhoads.
Uh-huh.
But there
Everybody
are more.
knows him.
Huh?
Everybody knows him. You know that?
Yeah, everybody knows him. Yesterday I watched the documentary about Randy Rhoads and
Uh-huh.
awesome. Yeah, next to his skills, because we all know his skills and the neoclassical theory and
Yeah.
everything that he put in his guitar playing, but he also had that charisma,
Right. Yeah.
that image when he is on stage, and you can only, even when Ozzy is standing next to him, you're looking at Randy. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that Randy Rhoads, yeah, and but of course also Eddie Van Halen, Dimebag Darrell,
Yeah.
you know, are amongst my favorites. Yeah, Yngwie also, but Yngwie has yeah, always the same
Right.
style,
Yeah.
fast, and when you hear them like one album, then you have all the albums, if you know what I mean. I do have all the albums, but
Uh-huh. Wow.
but, it's a kind of repetition that he does on the albums, and I think with Eddie Van Halen and with Dimebag and with Randy, everything was different.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, more diverse, and yeah.
Cool.
So those are my favorites. Yeah.
What's your preferred way of music? Album, cassette, download? What do you like?
Vinyl.
Vinyl.
Yeah.
Everybody says vinyl. Everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I collect vinyl also
Uh-huh.
CDs, but especially vinyl because yeah, with vinyl, yeah, you have really something in your hands,
Right.
you
Yeah.
can look at the artwork and yeah, I don't know, it's more nostalgic for me as well because when I grew up, there was only like vinyl and
Yeah.
cassette
Uh-huh.
and not CD yet, so. But vinyl is expensive, so I can understand that people don't buy vinyl all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I also buy CDs.
Right.
Cassettes are hard to find. Planet Metalhead we also released on cassette,
Uh-huh.
uh, which is a cool thing to do, but it's for the collectors, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And but I also listen to Spotify mainly to yeah to find new bands, and
Right. Yeah.
to yeah check out a good band. Oh, I like that song. Check out some more on
Right. Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like it. I will buy that album. When I
Yeah.
like it, I will buy it.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
And in the car, it's great to do a
Yeah.
Spotify playlist. When you're driving like 2 hours, put
Yeah.
some Spotify on and go.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. Are you amazed like how long you're in music and the history of the band? I mean, you're back in the 80s and you're still playing today. Does that blow your mind?
Yeah, I started when I was 15.
Uh-huh.
With playing guitar. That was mainly because my brother had borrowed a guitar from a friend, but
Right.
didn't use it. So I thought, oh, well, I'll pick it up. And oh
Right.
wow, that's cool. And then I bought an amp and a distortion pedal and started playing some yeah hard rock metal stuff. So that's when I started. So that's like now, like what is it, 44 years ago. So, but then I was 15, and 2 years later, I already started with Martyr.
Right. Wow.
So,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Right.
And Martyr is, in fact, yeah, my main band, but also my only band.
Right.
When I quit with Martyr, of course, then in between I did something else,
Right.
small bands or projects or those kind of stuff. But when I started again with Martyr in 2005 and later on, and we did touring with Lizzie Borden and
Uh-huh.
Europe and new albums and all those kind of things, then Martyr has been and still is my only band.
Right. Yeah.
And so all my spare time goes into Marta,
Right.
promo, songwriting, rehearsing. I do a lot of promo stuff for management also myself. We do have a management, we do have a booker,
Uh,
but for shows, but I also do so many things myself, which I
right.
like to do. Also do a radio show, by the way,
Mhm.
here in the Netherlands. It's called De Loodzware Jongens, and that means the heavy guys. So it's three guys. We have the main host, then I'm a sidekick, and then we have Rutger van Noordenburg. He's the guitar player, the former guitar player from Pestilence.
Uh-huh.
Probably you know
Yeah.
them as well.
Yeah.
And also the sidekick, and we do a weekly show, 2 hours, only on Dutch metal.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's also cool to do. It's also fun, Yeah,
Uh-huh. Sounds like fun. You know?
yeah, it
Cool.
is. It is.
Cool. Cool. So tell me, what was your very first job?
My very first job.
Yeah.
I think that must be like a holiday job or something.
Uh-huh.
When I was, I think, 15 or something, I worked at Douwe Egberts, which is a coffee brand
Uh-huh.
in like at the factory.
Uh-huh.
So my job then, it was a ridiculous job, but I needed to at how do you call it,
Right.
like a belt when
Yeah.
all the coffee
Right.
uh, packs were on it, and I needed to feel if they were vacuum.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if they were not, I needed to pick them out and throw them away somewhere, and
Right.
that was ridiculous. But that was a holiday job. My first real job was order picking in the warehouse on IT components. So people ordered, like for example, a keyboard or a mouse or
Right. Yeah.
memory sticks or something. Then I had the packing list, and I needed to walk the packing list to get all the stuff collected for the clients. So
Cool.
that was
Cool.
my first job, and now after that I quickly developed into IT management.
Right.
So in my professional job, I'm also a manager, but then managing people that work for me in at a service desk and at a customer support team for IT.
Cool. 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 How about the first since you loved albums and it was only albums or 45s back in the day? What was the first one you remember picking up?
Oh, good question. For albums, and the first one that I picked up, I borrowed also from my brother.
Uh-huh.
Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix.
Uh-huh.
So that's what got me into rock
Right.
and into metal with Black Sabbath.
Uh-huh.
The first album that I bought myself, which was also rock metal orientated, was Kiss Alive 1.
Cool. Cool. That's
Yeah,
a great
yeah, it's still a great album. Yeah.
album,
And
you know?
after Kiss, so that got me more into metal, and then you had Van Halen, and then came Iron Maiden, and that was the way that brought me into hard rock, heavy metal. Yeah.
Cool. 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 Well, Rick, it was great talking to you, Martyr.
Thanks.
Check out the new album. It's amazing. Dark
Thank
Believer
you.
on Rock of Angels Records comes out August 15th. You could check out some of the videos on YouTube in the meantime. But thanks a lot, Rick, and I appreciate the chat. Would you like to
Thank
say
you.
anything to the fans out there?
Yeah, thanks to everybody for the continuous support. It's been like over 40 years and we're still here. And
Uh-huh.
that's also, of course, thanks to the people that buy the albums, listen to it, come to our shows, and are in contact with us. We love to be in contact with the fans. Just write us on Messenger or our email address. Find us on www.marderonline.nl and be in touch with us because we love to be in touch with the people out there, the fans out there. So thank you.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
See you later, Ryan. Bye bye.